Hey, beautiful ones, love and light and peace to you. Thank you for all staying subscribed to my channel and checking out all my meditations and things like that I've posted here. So, I wanted to do a video talking about what I feel is happening at this moment in these times. And you can take it or not, but I would just always speak intuitively. I see myself as an empath. I see myself as somebody who lives by my intuition, and whether it's the most tragic or upsetting thing, or whether it's actually the most beautiful and fantastical vision, I always honor what I'm sensing. And so I think there's a few things happening at this time. There's this severe brainwashing of humanity through media. That's one thing. There is the establishment crackdown on the internet being such a free resource for individuals to find and align with their tribes and people who believe in the things they believe in and their values and ethics. And there's also a great shift spiritually from Mother Nature, from the earth, happening. And there's there's a lot of corruption and deception being manifested. There's a lot of psychic pollution, but there's also like this kind of shift happening, as everyone is aware of, where a lot of people like that I've followed, like that I believe in their prophecies, have talked about, and I feel that this is just like the kind of scraping of some of the fungus, if you like, that has built up in society through our toxic behaviours, through what's been allowed to go under the radar. We're having to start back at the start. And each person needs to really align with their integrity and intentions for the next phase of where we are as humanity. That's one thing. Another thing that I just want to offer you, what I feel is going to help everyone at this time, is the alignment of communities and tribes. We have to become more tribal in our nature now. We realize we cannot rely on the infrastructures, the establishment, the corporate. While I'm sure there's some good people that have links and affiliations with it, we now have to become tribal. We've built these societies, especially in cities, because I live in London, in the city, and we've built these societies that are designed for everyone to be separate and designed for us all to be part of capitalism and consumerism and all of these issues. But now is the time that our true humanitarian essence has to come out. The only way we will survive this whole pandemic is through thriving as tribal entities. We have to become like herds and animals and alliances with other tribes and forming our own societies that are based upon values and principles that we all believe in, spiritual philosophy, spiritual principles, because so many have lost the honor for the planet. So many have lost in these capitalistic societies that have been built. There's just this emptiness and this vacuum because of what it takes to survive. There's just this like, there's so many things attacking our spiritual wealth and our majesty. And now is the time where we have to actually align and ask ourselves in this contemplative period, what is my purpose? What do I believe in? You know, what is truly important for me as a human being on this planet? For me personally, I find so much value and purpose in working in nature, in promoting life through nature. Many of us have different talents, but we need to empower those intuitive gifts and talents and share them and So, and when we do share those things, we empower someone else too. And as part of our tribal communities that I believe is important for us to make now, using these gifts and talents are what will lift us, keep us going, and also it's an energy thing too. When we are heart centered and aligned with our hearts, what manifests is that the heart manifests in our physical world. So I believe some of the things that have manifested in these times is because of an inner pollution. Excuse me, this inner pollution that's happened. We're all cleansing, we're all going through this cleanse, we're all going through this deep shift. There's always shifts happening, don't get me wrong, because I've talked about this before at different times, and I know that there's different things that happen, but this is a different type of shift where we just have to ask ourselves what truly matters, what is important, and then to live by that, and to give that in society. So I just believe everybody has to align with their tribes and create tribal communities that support our life sustenance, and also as much as we can work in nature. Go and plant seeds. If you don't even have a garden, go and plant seeds. Get involved in a community project like an allotment or anything like that. Work with people in a tribe of shared interests. And when you work together, you lift and you create an energy. And stop watching the news, stop watching TV, turn it all off. Be safe, obviously. Follow some basic protocols. But I think now, as humanity, we need to move as an entity, as an organism that supports each other, working with natural principles, the principles of nature, the spirit of nature, Mother Earth. It's like we can't live any other way now. This has to be how we live, because the earth can survive without us, but we can't survive without the earth. And I just want to send love, peace, and healing and light to all of those people that have been affected by, the recent pandemic. But honestly, I do feel that this corporate agenda is happening for people that is blinding them and making even the most sensible and intelligent people freak out and panic. And that's not what is the purpose here. The purpose is to go within. The purpose here is to listen to the earth, listen to intuitively what your soul wants. We have an inner guidance. We've got to connect with our angels and our guides. We've got to connect with the higher source of spirit. We've got to connect with the essence of spirit and who we are and our consciousness, and allow ourselves to go beyond, go within to go beyond, and meditate daily. I've got some meditations on my channel and I'm going to be doing some more. This is not just me trying to tell people what to do, but I'm just saying what I feel intuitively is going on. And, the most important thing I want you to take from this, we now must support each other tribally. We now must communally support each other, because these establishments pretend they're for everyone, but they're not. And we must give love to that and send it and allow it to be light. But that's an old paradigm. We're in a new paradigm, and we have to support each other tribally, which goes back to our nature, our human nature, and our nature with the earth. And that's how I feel. I hope somebody got something out of this, and I'm going to be posting more. And thank you for all listening to me. Remember, we're the ones that rise above. Sending love, peace, and light. Bobby.